There comes a special time of the year in a life of every European. I'm of course talking about Eurovision, the campiest and the gayest competition in the world that at the same time manages to unite all European and some non-European countries for a week, and at the same time shows the most precise state of geopolitical situation in the world. You will laugh, you will cry, and you will hate your neighbors for giving your other neighbors, who they hate equally as much as they hate you, those 12 televote points. So this video is going to be a little bit different than my usual videos. I usually talk about Drag Race on this channel, but since this is also queer-friendly content, I'm going to talk about Eurovision today. If you're new to my channel, hi, hello, and welcome. Please give this video a like if you liked Eurovision this year, and consider subscribing to my channel for more similar content. You can expect various topics on pop culture, but mostly queer-friendly content as well on this channel. So in today's video, I'm just gonna do a quick rant about Eurovision 2021, what makes this Eurovision extremely special for me and pretty much for everybody who lives in Europe and in other countries that participated in Eurovision. What were the standout moments of this Eurovision? And obviously I'm gonna refer to a couple of scandals that happened during Eurovision. So without a further ado, I'm gonna get into my quick rant. So this Eurovision to me, as a European person, is extremely special. 2020 was a difficult year for, I'm sure, pretty much all of us. For us who lived in Europe, restrictions, I think, were a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more drastic, and we had lockdowns throughout 2020 and various restrictions when it comes to basically how long we can be outside, if we can actually go to like public events, and if we could, roam freely in general. In some countries, the lockdown was exceptionally hard, especially in the United Kingdom. In some parts of Italy, it was extremely bad throughout 2020 and 2021. And just the fact that we could actually have Eurovision in 2021, since it's a huge tradition in Europe and everybody waits for May of every year to sit down with their families and just watch Eurovision. It's one of those events that unite pretty much everybody in Europe, and it's a tradition that spans for more, I would say, than 50 years at this point. And I couldn't even tell you how happy I was when they announced that we will have Eurovision in 2021, because to me, Eurovision and obviously other public events signify that we will slowly go back to having our normal lives back, and that, the situation with the pandemonium is going to end. For that reason alone, I think that this Eurovision is probably one of the most exciting and most anticipated events of 2021, and probably the most significant Eurovision in a long time. We didn't have any public events for a year and a half at this point, and this just kind of gives us hope that things are gonna slowly get better. And that's why I think that this Eurovision is so important and so significant for everybody in Europe. When it comes to the competition itself, it was very exciting. I really loved this year's format. Basically, everything was done very precisely. Everything was so perfect. This year's Eurovision was obviously held in Rotterdam, in Netherlands, and I loved the organization of the whole event because obviously there are still some restrictions because of the whole, thing that's still happening in the world. But it's slowly getting better, and Netherlands did a great job, of basically letting this competition run smoothly. And I have to thank them for that, because they provided a solid week of entertainment for all of us, and even more than that, because even though Eurovision's finale was on Saturday, we are still kind of experiencing that post-Eurovision, syndrome. And we are still consuming a lot of Eurovision content. I just kind of have to get it out of my system. And I'm sure most of you guys who are watching this video are doing the same thing as well. When it comes to the finale was nicely condensed. We had 26 songs competing in the finale. We had 2 interval acts. And obviously after that we had the jurors' votes and the televotes, which is always the most exciting and scandalous part of the evening. When it comes to the voting itself and the competition itself, one of the most unexpected moments to me was that a lot of countries at the very bottom of the list did not get any televote points. UK did not get any televote points, Germany, Spain, nor Netherlands, which is kind of weird because I remember 2 years ago, Germany was the one who did not get any televotes, if I'm correct. But you know, obviously their song was not that good. No hate, it was just pretty much bad. This year, I feel kind of bad for James Newman because he's a sweet guy. Even though Embers was not my favorite song, I do kind of feel for him because he's a sweet dude and he did not get any points. And I really don't think that this song was that bad to not get any points, but hey, that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm sure the UK is gonna do well next year or some year in the future. When it comes to Germany, Spain, Germany's whole performance was fun because they literally, showed us the middle finger at some points of the competition, but the song was not that good. In my personal taste, Spain was kind of forgettable. I can't even remember the Netherlands, the song from Netherlands, Birth of a New Age. I remember the singers, I remember the backup dancers, I don't remember the song, which is pretty bad. If I can't make sense of the melody after like 2 listens, I don't think that their song is as memorable. So I definitely did not feel like this song, was anything special. San Marino kind of surprised me. They ended up being 22nd with Adrenalina, and Senkit, who was singing the song, actually had Florida featuring on the song, who did most of the raps, and I just did not really feel like Florida needed to be there. Like, he did not know what was happening. He's, the dude's American, he tried, but he did not really understand exactly what the point was of this competition, I don't think. So when I first heard the song was pretty decent, but I just think they kind of flopped in the overall performance in the finale, so that might have had something to do with their low placement. Other songs that I really kind of felt were, I wouldn't say, other songs from this place from 21 to the first place were pretty much okay. I liked the Albanian song, it was pretty okay. Azerbaijan, Matahari was a fabulous song. I think this is going to be a summer hit for 2021. Belgium, The Wrong Place, this was my mom's favorite with Norway's song, and that's a great song. I think structurally Belgium's song was really complex, but I don't think it was necessarily a good fit for Eurovision. It kind of reminded me of Depeche Mode, who I thoroughly love as a band. So I mean, the song was great, but I don't think it fit the overall campy Eurovision theme. So that's probably why they flopped. Norway's Fallen Angel was a cute song, definitely kitschy a little bit, a little bit predictable, but also very cute. So I'm not really having anything bad to say about Tix, he's a sweet guy. Israel's Set Me Free, the song was not memorable in my case, and obviously this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but after everything happening, Israeli-Palestinian crisis, you're still sending somebody to Eurovision, Not the best, it doesn't leave the best taste in my mouth, but pop off, I guess. Cyprus, El Diablo by Elena. This song was a Lady Gaga / Rita Ora ripoff. It was a great song, but it was a ripoff, honestly. It's a bop, not gonna lie. It's a pretty big bop. I enjoyed it, but it really sounded similar to, I think it's Anywhere from Rita Ora and Bad Romance by Lady Gaga. Somebody on TikTok actually made a remix with these 2 songs, and they kind of sound exactly the same, so I'm not really sure about that, but it's a good song, not gonna lie. Number 15, we have Loco Loco by Hurricane, by Serbian entry, and obviously I'm rooting for my girls. I am Serbian as well, and I love their song, I love their performance. I think they were really explosive on stage, and I think all 3 girls are super cute and so charming backstage as well. So I was kind of bummed that we ended up being in the 15th place. I thought that we were gonna be maybe, I don't know, around 10th. But in the end, I'm okay with the placement because these girls are incredibly talented and I'm very, very proud of them. And I'm sure they have a lot more to show to Europe and to their audience. So I am happy for them and I am excited to see where they're gonna go from here. Other songs that I really enjoyed, because I'm not gonna go through the whole list, other songs that I did not find incredibly boring and predictable. I liked Greece. Last Dance was fun. I did not really like the staging. I think that the green screen could have been done a little bit better. Russia was cute. I always appreciate when Slavic women take control of their destinies and obviously of their narratives, and Maneskin did exactly that, and I'm very, very, very proud of her, especially because Russia is notoriously known for their authoritarian politics and their stance on women's rights, so I'm very happy that Maneskin had a lot of good stuff to say on Eurovision as well. Lithuania was cute. Discotheque was really, really adorable. I loved the choreography. It was just silly, campy, and discotheque in your room. We pretty much did that throughout 2020, so I mean, not gonna lie, it was a very relatable song to me. Malta to me was kind of forgettable. I have no idea what happened with Destiny's performance, but you know, I think that her performance was probably a little bit, you know, shaky. That's why she ended up being 7th. Obviously, Finland was great with their entry. Dark Side, they channeled Linkin Park / Bring Me the Horizon, a lot of new metal, which I didn't really expect from Finland, but I was pleasantly surprised. Ukraine did a fabulous job by bringing us Ethno Rave. I have no idea like how they did it, but this song has been stuck in my mind for, I don't know, last week or so. I just cannot get it out of my mind, and it's fabulous. I love it so much. Iceland with 10 Years, I thought it was cute. I thought it was a cute song. Obviously, I think that last year's entry was maybe better, but this was a cute song too. I mean, they just look so chill, and I'm very happy that they had a good placement this year. Because last year, actually in 2019, when we had last Eurovision, I was like religiously rooting for Iceland's entry, Hattari, and I was, you know, happy when they got to their 10th place, and I'm even happier now that Iceland got to 4th place in the ranking. And then we have the controversy, a little bit of a controversy for the end of the evening. At first 3 places, we have Switzerland, France, and Italy, who we all know won the competition this year. And what I wanted to talk about is this controversy, because this has really been boiling my piss for the last, I would say, 2 days. And it is regarding Italy and their rightful victory on Eurovision. So Italy rightfully won on Saturday by getting the most televotes, or the most public votes, with their Zitti e Buoni song by Maneskin, a fabulous glam rock, garage rock band from Italy. They're so stunning, they're fabulous. If you haven't checked them out, please do so, because they are incredibly talented, and they're not just talented, they are basically every bisexual's fever dream, and you will not regret checking them out. I think everybody on TikTok and Twitter is absolutely obsessed with these 4 people, and you will be too if you check them out. But this controversy sparked after Maneskin's victory on Saturday. So what actually happened that sparked this controversy? Well, Italian representatives were sitting in the green room with all the other delegations, and what actually happened is that the drummer of the band actually dropped a glass on the floor, and that glass shattered. And there were tiny glass pieces on the floor, which were kind of difficult to navigate, because everybody was wearing heels, and it was obviously very uncomfortable for them to sit in that little place for quite some time. Everybody was stressed out, and the singer actually just at one point kind of dropped his head to look at these glass shards and to move them with his feet. This was interpreted for some reason, which to me, I still cannot really understand why this action of, a person just looking down on the floor was interpreted as this singer actually inhaling some quantity of drogas from the table, which is preposterous. If you look at the picture, and I'm just going to add the picture right here, it's preposterous. And we have obviously had this controversy and myth debunked. Eurovision did say that Damiano did go through a drug test, and they insisted on having everybody tested from their delegation to prove that they did not do drugs in Eurovision's finale. But some people are still claiming, obviously, that they did. Eurovision came forward not so long ago and they said that pretty much all the accusations and all controversies were BS, and that Damiano is clear from all drogas. This probably sparked a lot of controversy because this is the first Italian victory in 37 years, if I'm not correct. So some people were obviously a little bit pressed that Italy won because not only is this song a rock song, the band is a very unconventional entry for Italy. So why did these drogas allegations start in the first place? Well, these allegations started basically when Italy won Eurovision Song Contest 2021, and it was mostly Twitter that sparked this discussion, and I think that Twitter is probably the place where these rumors started from. It's really difficult to say who sparked the controversy, but it was mostly somebody on Twitter or somebody on the internet as well. There are rumors, obviously, that this was sparked by people from France and Switzerland who were not really satisfied with Italy winning the public vote and the competition itself, but that's not really proven yet, so we don't really know. But whoever did that, it's shameful because these guys are just trying to represent their country in the best possible light, and you're making it kind of difficult for young kids to do so. And when it comes to the reasons why this happened, it's not just the jealousy from somebody's delegation or from somebody's fans. I am pretty much sure that this is just like this stereotypical thing where people always accuse rock stars of using drugs, even though obviously there are some people who are straight edge or who just really disagree with drug use in general. I am sure that somebody else, except Finland, did the same thing, the same gesture during the screening, that nobody would bat an eyelash and speak about, illegal substances or anything. And obviously there are some people who also disagree with Italy winning for just probably the most homophobic reason possible, and that's that they're uncomfortable by these people who do a little bit of gender bending and do not really condone traditional gender norms or roles that are present in Italy and in most European societies. So I'm happy that a subversive act like Italians' Maneskin won this year, because I know that Damiano, Ethan, Thomas, and Victoria are incredibly talented and that they will have fruitful and successful careers after this contest. Congratulazioni Italia, and I hope to see you guys in Rome next year, hopefully. And that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my Eurovision rant. If you did, please give this video a like and possibly subscribe to my channel for more similar content. I'm so sorry guys that I haven't been able to upload more on my channel, but my work schedule kind of kicked my ass, so I had to pause for a second and rejoice with myself, but I'm going to try to kind of upload on a more regular basis, and hopefully that's gonna happen in the upcoming months. I wish everybody a pleasant rest of the day, and until next time, take care and bye-bye.